MMA Homie Podcast. Happy Friday to the homies. What's up, Vaughn?
What's up, fellas? What's up,
What's
homies?
up, Ray Ray?
Yo, yo, what's cracking?
Is it happy hour yet or what?
Almost.
Hey, look at
About
I
to
know you
find out, man.
hey, I know you guys can't see it, but I got a bell now, bro. So when I need a beer, if you ring that motherfucker,
The
you know
cowbell,
Ring that beer.
I got
Yeah,
the
that.
that's
beer
funny.
bell.
Hey, we got the cowbell, baby. All right. So hey, we got a lot to discuss. I had a really good week. It was interesting week for me because we're doing some stuff with Live Nation here at the station, setting up other podcasts. Vaughn did his own show this week with Red Wolf. So hey, we got to give them a shout out. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit went great, man.
I
Thank
was
you, thank you.
Yeah, I was, at the same time, I got work and then, we had shows and then you guys, talked about UFC Seattle. And then I had, my own personal dating life. So I was trying to balance everything this week, and just staying up with everything that's going on. And I know you two got a lot going on in your lives too, with family and kids and wives, and relationships. And it's interesting to try to juggle it all, right?
Yeah, you got to find a balance for sure, and you got to find an equal partner that allows you to have your space
That
to
is
do what you want to do and not to put you down and
that
make
is
you feel not
that is
up to
true.
par.
That is true. So yeah, this week I was really trying to find my balance, and I heard something that Ariel said earlier in the week that really stuck to me. He goes, he's like, right now I'm just in a different headspace of like when I was chasing news. He was grinding it out. And I thought
Hmm.
about that too. I was like, I'm in a different headspace right now too, in what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish. So, but yeah, some hot topics that I wrote down, and we're gonna give a shout out to the homie of the week. I want to hear your guys' hot topics as well. But and I want to do a tweet of the week, and then the HC was lit. The HC, the homie chat gang is lit. Even right now, and I'll just kind of do a roll call for everybody that's in there. We got Red Wolf going off, we got Cole in Canada going off, MMA Fools in there, Rob, who else do
You
we
got Bodkin in there, you got
MMA
Dre in there,
MMA Alien was just going off right now. Who was making some beats, dropping some memes, and
you got Mo in there.
I am Saturday was dropping some heat
I
today
am
too.
Saturday.
Yeah, he was dropping some heat too. We got the usual suspects. So I definitely wanted to give a roll call to all the homies in the chat that be getting the lit because I just wake up, bro. I'm like, oh shit, what kind of achievement we got going on right now? And then with all we had the fight news with Dana White, right? He dropped just fucking massive fucking nuclear just fucking warheads for us, which everybody was just, like on a good one. And then I was thinking about Eric Nixick. He still had been rolling on from last week, UFC Seattle, then the fight news. And I was even also thinking, like, what's next for Cannonier? Because he just got off the win, a really good win. That's still in the news cycle, right? That's still in the news cycle. And then I saw Kamaru Usman drop some shit about his gay sister and his lesbian. You know.
It was DJ.
Oh, Demetrius
DJ.
Johnson. Oh shit, my bad, Kamaru Usman. My bad. I'm throwing motherfucking shots at somebody don't even know. But no, yeah, DJ Demetrius Johnson. He went on a podcast, right? And so he was dropping to me, and then the Rampage 2 thing, like where they had I just was catching up on air with Forrest Griffin going on Rampage's podcast.
Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackson
Did you see
podcast.
did you see did you see Forrest Griffin on there?
I watched some of that on there.
I was like, I
Um,
don't even know why you even bringing this up, but so
I
like I said,
felt there was like a snippet that they put in out of context.
yeah. So, we got the fight news. We just dropped something, and I just dropped something. Ilya vacates 145, gonna move up to 155. So we can kind of move past that. But one of the hot topics just on the TL was this crazy Kev shit. And I was really looking at some of the names on here. We had a fighter, Jillian, who called him out. Alzolino, who's I believe a European MMA journalist in Italy, I believe, and I think you know who I'm talking about, Vaughn. We had casual MMA, Knuckles, Val, Rick Doobie, the Matchmaker, all of these outlets
No, you haven't even touched upon
haven't.
Daniel Rubenstein,
And then that
who's
was,
Shavkat's manager, Jason House,
and I'm just talking about
who's
this week. I'm just talking about this week, right? We had
yeah.
Ben Davis, Val Duer. He says insulting to a fighter that he is lying about his own contract negotiations to make you look bad because you are the center of the world and everyone is out to get you. The crazy Kev saga continues getting better and better. And he's reporting off one that says the matchmaker can't make this shit up, and it's crazy Kev and someone's confidence. And this was about the pit bull fight news. Remember? And then in our own chat, I think it was OG Icy was all like, "Dog, why you motherfuckers just keep on talking to him?" But it's like, bro, we're making fun of him.
You
And
know, it's to me, it's like especially with this whole Pitbull
yeah,
fight announcement,
that's the
the
latest
signing,
one.
the Pitbull UFC announcement. What he ended up doing was copying and pasting that from a different site, like MMA on point Twitter. I don't know what
And then
the name is, but
you
it's like
try
some Japanese site.
and
Then
you
he
try and take it as
copied,
your own,
pasted,
right?
and he tried to pimp it out as it was his news
Right.
and get the credit and clout.
And he even looked at this, Jillian DeCourcy. I don't talk trash much on here. Usually if it doesn't involve me, I don't comment on it. But this Kevin dude is an example of why I went from doing interviews with everyone who asked, regardless of their size or platform, to now being super picky. And she's a fighter.
Well,
Former
as she should
uh,
be. She should
you
be super
no,
picky.
no, and she should. And so it's just crazy to me. And I talked to Vaughn a little bit about it. And Ray, Ray and I know where we stand on this. It's interesting because he likes to use words like he wants to be the person that gives you hit fight news first, right? B, when you get called out on it, he has to try to make you look bad. And
If you push.
if you right, and because he's wrong, he's not right 100% of the time. And you're taking a chance when you try to report on news like that. And then what I told Vaughn earlier, and then you want to use words like I said rumored. I said being discussed to flip it on you and to make you feel like you're the dick, to make you feel like, and see, that's where I don't like.
Hmm. Well, there's little nuances in the things that he might be evolving or changing. It's hard when you want to be the number one in the fight news announcement space because there's really only one person that can make that first announcement. Everyone else is just taking that source. And I just feel like it's such a difficult space to really get out there and get that news in the first place, right? And then even if you get it from one fighter, it's still hearsay, right? You really need to get it from both parties. And then there's the issue of miscommunication, like with the Patricio Pitbull scenario, where you have one outlet that's probably interviewing Black House, the management company for Pitbull, Patricio, and the Pitbull brothers, and trying to talk in probably two different languages
Right.
about some contractual issue with the
Things get
UFC,
lost
and
in
something was
translation.
lost in translation.
Yep.
Something was reported that he was signed when he probably didn't put, ink on paper
And
just yet.
right. And then you fast forward and you find out it is true, right? So now it's like, oh, I feel validated, right? I feel vindicted. But it's even him commenting on Pitbull's thing to try to make him kind of low key look bad. I was like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Well, the issue behind that is that he didn't even break the fucking
Right.
news.
Right.
He copied, pasted someone else that put in the legwork, did
Right.
the interview with Black House, and then put that on their Twitter feed or wherever it was that they put that. He
Yep.
just was one of the first to copy paste that, or someone told him. Whatever the case, it doesn't matter. He wasn't the originating source for that.
It's
But then to
interesting,
try to act like as if he
right?
was the strike
And
right
think about
there.
this. Think about this. In the rap world, bro, you can go to Daily Loud, you can go to Shade Room, you can go to No Jumper. Everybody's copying and pasting each other's fucking shit, right? But no one's like, oh, I broke it. It's just
Yeah.
info just putting onto their page, right? But
That
anyway,
same thing happens in the MMA space too.
yeah. And anyway, so hey Ray, what was your hot topic of the week? Let me see if we got what we got.
Man, well, you pretty much dropped the bomb. It was the Dana White, the John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. We've been
Well,
talking
he
about that
teased
for
it.
months.
He teased it. He
I
teased it.
think he
It
announced it
wasn't
today.
easy, but I thought he announced it. I saw that.
Oh, did
I
he
don't know.
announce
Maybe
it?
I missed.
I think
I
he
don't know.
announced it like a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I
I
misspoke.
saw
Maybe I
something.
might be out of the loop too. I know he said it on the IG live, like, "Hey, it's coming. Hey, it's coming. Just hold up. Hey, Vaughn, what was your hot topic?
Well, I had two, and you touched them both, right? The Kevin fight news,
Okay.
but you know how I felt about that, right? I don't want to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
that
We don't need to harp on
platform.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, and also the Dana White news, but it was the Ilya issue, right? The vacating the belt, the face that Dana White made when he was announcing that was just this utter disbelief and somewhat of disgust in his face. It's like, yeah, he felt like he did everything he can and he achieved his legacy, I guess. But the real issue was at the end when he said his body just couldn't take the weight cut
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
And that's the thing. And he's a small guy for a lightweight. Sorry to say, but he was, I think featherweight was his home. So we'll
Let,
see. He's
let me
got
ask you this.
wins.
Let me ask you this, Ray. With Ilya Tapura vacating, was he the greatest featherweight of all time?
Oh man, that's a tough argument. I think he definitely made his mark because he's leaving on top.
Mm-hmm.
Like as of right now, he not only defended, but he handled fools. He knocked fools out, and it's just the way he did it. I wish he would have left it open and maybe done it, but if it's his health and his mentally, if he knows he can't do the grind and he's at that age where he can't cut the weight anymore, then then so be it. I was hoping for another sick title fight, but I guess he's ran through everybody in the top of that division. So what would be next for him? Who do you think he'd be able to fight in that featherweight that would be worth a mega fight or
I,
a
I,
big
I
fight?
would say
Y-
this,
y-
like, and you go ahead, Vaughn. Vaughn, is he the?
I just want to interject real quick. And no, he's not the greatest featherweight of all time. Come on. We got to stop disrespecting Jose Aldo and what he's done for at
Yeah,
least a decade defending that featherweight fucking belt. That's a motherfucking legend right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
he is a
Jose
legend. He is a
Aldo.
legend.
And if we're going to talk about featherweight legends, we cannot put disrespect on Jose Aldo's name.
That part. No, but that was the number one thing that came to my mind about him cementing his legacy. And I said, well, you didn't cement you as the greatest all time in the featherweight. However, I do like that you're going to challenge yourself. And I felt like maybe, you won't be the greatest in that division. You had to have defended that belt at least 4 or 5 times. He could have done it, but he decided not to. I respect the fact that you're going to be moving up and now you're going to really test yourself. So I'm gonna take. I'm gonna give him that, and I'm excited to see what happens.
It's a
So
power move.
technically, I understand the question, and you're right. He's not the greatest featherweight. I think what he does next at 155, I am okay fantasizing about extrapolating what he could have continued to do at 145. If he
Right.
dominates and gets into 155 and continues that legacy, I think they bleed into each other from the 145 and 155. The greatness can be elevated, but he will never be the greatest 145, like you're saying, Vaughn, because Aldo held that
Oh,
division
bro,
down.
we know, and we were all there during that time,
We
dog.
saw
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
wars,
and I
some
think
wars.
before Connor got him, and bro, he was the greatest, right? And
Yeah.
then Connor kind of did his reign too. So I my problem is with it, and the more I thought about it, and I heard someone talk about it too, is like, bro, Joe Alvarez is like 6 foot. He
Yeah,
probably,
he's huge.
bro,
Yeah.
imagine him. That's like me trying to walk up to Ray. Ray's like 6'2". I'm like 5'8", right? I'm gonna be like, you know what I
And
mean?
he's had problems with tall people. Jay Herbert
But not even
knocked his
tall,
socks
dude.
off.
But not only tall, big. Like these motherfuckers are big, bro.
Yeah,
These
it's
aren't.
a whole different thing.
It's a
It's
whole.
a whole different
And I
thing.
think he's gonna get a rude awakening. I would even say like Benoit Saint Denis, he would have a problem with.
But look, what he's doing is smart. I think his game plan is not to be in this game for too long.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
wants to end on top. So he's ending on top in the featherweight, right? He had uh,
Oh,
uh, Volkanovski, who one fight he was questionable mentally. Next fight he was questionable, physically as far as training camp. Then you had a Max Holloway fight. I mean, so yeah, he won those divisions. He won the belt. He got, beat those top players, but he didn't beat, But then, okay, so he vacates, goes to featherweight. Now we're talking Makachev,
Yeah.
ouch,
Oliveira,
ouch,
Bro, I'm just starting from the
Poirier.
bottom 15. I'm
ouch.
thinking Joe Alvarez, bro.
He
I'm
don't want that time.
I'm thinking Zell, and you know what? But you get, and I agree with you. They're gonna the bigger fight. Of course, I would pay to watch the Islam, right? And you know, we're gonna do a lot of episodes on this. So, but I wanted to just at least tap into it. But let me start here. Who's your homie of the week, Vaughn?
I am Saturday, bro.
Oh, okay,
I am Saturday. Yeah,
okay.
I looked through and what he did getting on to me the podcast with, the big dog, Big Petrie, Brian Petrie on there and breaking
Shout
it
out.
down. I thought that was really good for him, and I thought
I,
that was good for the whole homies and it's big. Brian Petrie, he used to roll with the or did a lot of shows with the Anik and Florian podcast,
I saw that.
did picks and stuff like that. So it's a big deal for I Am Saturday. People are watching Big Petrie, so shout out to him.
Ray, you got a homie of the week just up
Yeah,
top?
hey, big Vaughn and Wolf, man, for holding us down. Homies came through, man, strong. And not only that, uh, man, put a seat right next to us that they could do this anytime, any place,
And they
anywhere.
try
So
to
that
push
was
us out
mad
on.
love,
Hey, they
man.
try to push
Oh
us
man.
out on. They're just like, okay, hold up. Hold up.
We forced the chair at the table,
Hey,
man.
yeah.
That's what's up,
Hey, you
man. We
ever
made
notice that?
room
Hey,
though.
you get let someone sit at the table and you come back and at the top, like, whoa, hey, you didn't get the invite and shit. Hey, you walk into the club and shit, they're at your own little spot, like, duh.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Uh,
Yeah.
That's a
Hey,
straight Tony
I was
Montana move.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys in the HC chat that, the homie of the week, but I really had to give it to, I had to give it to Red Wolf, and not just because he did the show, but you know why? Bro, he stood up till like 5, 6 in the morning to wait
wow.
for fucking Dana White to drop the fight news on Wednesday.
I
Damn,
don't know
that's
if he ever
Yeah.
dedication.
slept.
Bro,
Yeah, I don't know if that dude
exactly, bro.
ever
I was
sleeps.
like, that's a rider right
That's homie
there.
love right there. That's the homie right there.
Yeah, that's some rider love right there, bro. Like, could not get on that sleeping shit. Like I said, there's too many motherfuckers to give a shout out in our the HC game. But that motherfucker, I was just looking at everybody because what's funny about the chat is somebody rolls in that came out of nowhere. Like, bro, where the fuck you been at, dog? Like OG Icy steps in, he starts getting in some heat, and then it was who else? Rob will kind of come in here and there, and then you got Merc City. He'll kind of step up. Then you got Brett Cagle. He'll kind of step up. Patrick Dana, Ultimate Punching, Rizzy, Andre. Then you got the late night crew. But Bob, we were just talking about the late night.
Yeah, I love the late night crew, bro. I love the late night crew.
Hey, shout out to the homie Alex too in the West Coast. We
Andre Easy,
Little B, Gokon. Hey, what's his name? The dog, Gokon.
Go Con Dog.
And then Jordan, the MC Dane, what is he from? Is he from Ireland?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's in Europe because him and Red Wolf.
There's some homies on there that
Because
aren't
him and
very
Red Wolf
active yet.
do. Yeah, him and Red Wolf do that podcast together. Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's from Scotland.
Scholar, and then you got Rob
Yeah.
Thomas, Sean Bitter come in there. Evil Eddie give us a shout out. Bodkins, he's been stepping up more
Yeah,
and
shout
more.
out.
We just got West till death in there at Casual MMA over the Octagon. So it's just interesting. Like every day, it's a different what's happening, right? Because we got our usual suspects now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I love
No,
the homie chat for
but
sure, bro. As a
yeah,
matter of fact, I spend a majority of my day and even work time on that motherfucking chat, dude.
Got him addicted, bro.
hey, we
Bro,
got
I'm
that
like,
radio on there. Hey, no, but you know what we want to roll out? We want to roll like maybe like a UFC video game where like we're gonna have like weekly fight championships on UFC on PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh my God, I'm horrible at that motherfucking
Hey,
game,
I
dude.
just want to do it just to do it and be like, all right, who wants to step in? I'm gonna see.
They don't.
Could
The
you not
fighters.
imagine the dude that wins? Like, bro, I fucked all you fools up.
Yeah, and he's like fucking 13.
Hey, but we don't got
You
nobody
know,
in the
like
chat though. We don't got nobody 13 in the
yeah,
chat.
they're gonna have their brother be like, "Hey, bro, you got to play this and win, beat their
No,
motherfucking asses for us."
no, that's true. The other thing I was gonna bring up was yeah. So Red Wolf, uh, homie of the week for sure.
Oh,
I was also okay. So just this Dana White news. Let's just get this out of the way. The Patty Pimblett, Michael Chandler. I'm actually excited for that. And I used to not like Patty Pimblett, but he has grown on me. I think he's matured, and I like he's leaving. He's letting his fight do the talking for him, and he's winning, and he's winning decisively.
I liked Paddy Pimblett, but I really started falling in love with who he is as a fighter and as a person
All right.
after he made that speech about mental health. And one of the other
Remember before
homies
he was a
too.
heel, he was just
Yeah, he was a
yeah, the
talker, trying to
arrogance.
get under
yeah,
Oh,
your
just
skin,
cocky.
yeah.
but after that speech that he made about mental health, I mean, I think I almost shed a tear there too.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, that motherfucker is a
Hey, the
homie, dude.
homies
He's
shed
been through
tears
some
too, dog.
shit.
Hey, the homies
Yeah.
shed tears
Hey, you
too,
see him
yo.
when they get tattooed. When I
Right?
shed a tear, I put it on permanent.
Yeah,
But he's a homie, bro. And one
yeah.
of the other homies,
I'm
Steve
rooting.
Jeff. Shout out to Steve Jeffs. He's in tight with Patty Pimblett.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
right. That's
he
right.
knows
That's
all
right.
about the shit that goes down with Patty before all the fucking fake news that was going out about him. You
Mhm.
know, but there is something too, right? Because people that are announcing some of this fake news, there is something to it, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire, and
Mhm.
it's just about a
Well,
matter of
because you
timing.
can put things together, right? And you can make assumptions. It's
It's
different,
before the contract gets signed that they're putting
right?
it out, and that's where they're getting caught up in the fucking barbed wire.
Because it's a slippery slope. Like you're gonna be right sometimes, but it's not fucking verified. Anybody can said rumor, discuss all that. But anyway, the other fights I was gonna say the JDM versus Bilal is interesting, and the Sean Brady versus Leon is interesting because
Why did they do that? Why did they leave out our boy
Joaquin,
Buckley
yeah, yeah,
and fucking number three Usman?
yeah.
Why? I think they're gonna put these motherfuckers I think they're gonna put them in the cage to fight.
And I can see that happening too. And I like that. And
Well,
I
let's hurry and drop that before Kev jacks it and posts it for
I'm
his own.
announcing it
Okay,
right
let's.
now. Buckley versus Usman, UFC 315.
breaking. But no, we all. I think Ray and I talk about this. My welterweight's my favorite division, bro. I could talk this shit all day. And then the Carlos Prates, Jeff Neal. Now Carlos Prates gets
That's a fight of the night
right.
fucking opportunity
Carlos
right there.
Prates gets this dub.
Oh, bro,
We're getting,
that's levels.
we're getting into the top 10. Then he's going to be talking about facing guys like Joaquin, like Ian Gary, like Sean Brady, like JDM, like Kamaru Usman. And Stephen Thompson, and Gilbert Burns. He's right in that conversation now.
Bro,
And then we got Michael Morales fighting.
when you mention the name Carlos Prates, to me is like the Lion King when they say Mufasa.
Yes,
Mufasa. Carlos Prates. That motherfucker's a nightmare. I can't
he's a
wait to
nightmare.
see that
Yeah, I
fight.
can't wait. And then we got the homie out of TJ, Michael Morales fighting too.
That's gonna be a great fight, bro.
Yeah, and so like man, who is he fighting? Isn't he fighting Gilbert Burns?
I don't know. I gotta check.
No, I
I'm
think he
not gonna
is.
hop on the check.
No, let me just yeah, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns. So this division right now, we got a lot. We got
A
like
gatekeeper fight right
we got
there.
6 premier fights are going to tell us a lot in this summer. So I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Yes,
Uh,
it's gonna shake out the old, bring in the new.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
There's a lot of that
homies,
going on.
what happens to Daniel Cormier after his knockout of RoboCop? I mean, my bad. Not
Here,
Cormier.
Cannoneer.
Yeah,
Cannonier,
thank you, Cannoneer. Sorry, I don't know
bro.
why I
Someone
said
better
DC.
yeah, they better put respect on him, and give him the trajectory that RoboCop was going
Did
for.
he not close the gate? Like he's
Yeah, that motherfucker closed that gate through the line
denied.
into the fucking
But
into the water.
But you know what's crazy? You know what that fight told me? Two things. A,
Okay.
Jared Cannonier got a fucking chin, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then Imavov knocked out Jared Cannonier. So what does that say about Imavov's power?
Imavov.
I
Right.
hate MMA math though. I
All right. I
hate
like
doing that
that. I've never
MMA
heard that,
math.
Vaughn. I've never
Yeah.
heard
And
that
that's why
before.
we got him
MMA
in.
man.
And that's why we got him in, right?
I like
Yeah.
that. That's
But
clever. That makes a lot of sense, though. That really does. Because you can catch somebody on a good day, a bad day, a punch that could
Exactly.
but
just hit
Cannonier
the right spot.
was taking some punches.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right spot, though.
I feel
You
you.
That's the
Exactly. He
thing.
was
Yeah.
You
rolling
know?
with them a lot
Hey,
better
Imavov
too.
caught him. Dink.
Yeah. No, I
Imavov
like
caught.
that, Vaughn.
But
That's
Imavov caught
clever.
Izzy too. Like I'm telling you, hey, motherfuckers need to start putting some respect on Imavov's name too, though.
That was a
Yeah.
nice one, bro. Hey, that was a risk for Izzy. That was a huge gamble, and
All right.
I mean,
All
here we
right, so let's
go.
let's leave it on this. You know, we got into some topics, we get them all, but we're gonna start doing this more weekly for the homies. We're gonna have homie of the week,
Love.
and I want you guys to keep your eye out. Like, what's the tweet of the week? You know what I mean? Like, I want some funny shit though. Who's
There
the
we
dumb?
go.
We already know who the dummy of the week is.
Yeah,
Hey,
that award's
Yeah,
always taken every week.
bro, I'm telling you, right? Like it's
It's
always
even if I don't want to give it to that person, he
all right.
manages to fucking snatch it.
Ray, last word, bro.
yeah, man. Hey, peace, love. Tap in or tap out.
All right, Yvonne, what you got?
Bro, everyone better tune into Seattle. I'm wearing my Seattle Supersonics hat. Bro, I
UFC
think this is
Seattle.
gonna be a fun fucking card.
Yeah, and you know what? And like we said, we'll end it on this. Shout out to Vaughn and Red Wolf for doing the
Yeah.
UFC Seattle breakdown. I listened to that motherfucker. I was like, all right, I got some news out of this shit, and I got some laughs. I got news
Hmm.
and I got some laughs.
Yeah.
The homie way. All right, man. We
Hell
out.
yeah.